destroyed. No, 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 no. Why? Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
Donald Trump has won, and honestly, I would usually say be humble, but that we've been called garbage, we've been called fascist, we've been called racist, we've literally been called subhuman pieces of shit, and it's fucking done. He won the popular vote, he won the electoral college, we won the Senate, we won the House, and that big fucking red mirage everybody was talking about, turns out it was a wave. With all the extra money I'm going to have under a Trump administration, I think I'm going to go buy a kayak so I can go up this fucking river of liberal tears. There are straight up women that are filing for divorce from their husbands this morning, that are leaving their boyfriends over this fucking election. That's derangement. I saw another video of a lady saying, oh, what do I do now? What do I do now? You guys have been scaring me about Project 2025 for the last year. No, nobody's been scaring you. You've been brainwashed. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is a good f***ing day. It is a good f***ing day, and I feel good. I know there's a lot of people that don't feel good, but honestly, fuck them. And now that we're going to have 4 beautiful years of prosperity, now what we need to focus on is J.D. Vance 2028.
You know, I agree with a lot of the stuff he said. And I understand if anybody disagrees with that. You know, normally it wouldn't be a great thing to, you know, talk trash or, I mean, even though I'm a trash talker when it comes to sports, you know, it'd probably be a smart thing to be humble. Not this time. And I think a lot of Americans are sick and tired of it. When he said, you know, we've been called all types of names, Nazis, garbage. Joe Scarborough stood on national television and said, who raised these people? Who raised these people? As if we're some kind of second-class citizens. Nah, I ain't being humble. You can disagree with me if you want to. Some people may even call me a bad person. But I'm kind of used to it at this point. Like you said, we've been called way too many names to just sit here and be humble about it now. So yeah, I'm going to use this video to talk a little bit of trash. Now after this, I won't say too much. You know, I'm going to be humble after this. But today, especially in this video, oh yeah, I'm going to laugh a little bit at the other side. Because one thing's for sure, and 2 things for certain. If they won, they would have been talking to trash and laughing at us. 1,000%. 1,000%. And you know, I guess there is a sad bit of this. There's a sad bit to the story. And that is, a lot of these folks, and I'm going to show you some clips of, you know, left-wing outrage after, you know, they found out that Trump won. And even before he officially won, as we were, you know, getting closer to that win. I've got several clips of that. So we're going to enjoy those. We're going to laugh. We're going to drink some liberal salty tears today. All right. Get your cups ready. But, you know, the sad part about this is that if mainstream media was honest, if mainstream media didn't call us Nazis and garbage and second-class citizens and racist and all these other names, which we aren't, you wouldn't have people on social media crying over a Trump win. A guy who was president once before. And I'll explain more about that later because there's a clip where somebody says something that's ignorant. It's just like, he was president once before, but it's because of the media. It's because of the media. And if the media was honest, they would have known she didn't truly have a shot. They were lying to the American people. Now let's dive in.
So you asked, are there any places that the vice president is overperforming Joe Biden in 2020? So we could show you that as well. We just bring that out here. Harris overperforming in 2020.
Holy smokes.
There you go. So let this go away and see if there's anything on the east side there.
Literally nothing?
Literally nothing.
Literally not one county?
Once again, if the media was honest, people would have known that the support level for Kamala is not there. That's the mirage. Because I saw some clips of people saying, be aware of the red mirage. There's a red mirage that's happening, guys, because the rural counties are just only the ones being counted. So be aware of the red mirage. No, the mirage was Kamala actually being capable of beating Trump. That was the mirage. You tried to take a vice president who was the most unpopular vice president in the history of these United States. Someone who even CNN, and I played the clip for you guys, who even CNN was just talking about earlier this year, was dragging down the Biden-Harris ticket. I even heard someone say, maybe Biden should drop Kamala. This was just earlier this year. And that's also a testament to the fact that the media doesn't have mainstream media doesn't have the power it once had. Independent media has a lot more power and a lot more pull than mainstream media does. And actually, I played a clip yesterday, I believe it was, or the day before, of a young lady who was talking about how, she didn't vote for Trump in 2016, didn't vote for Trump in 2020, but because of independent media, she voted for Trump this time because she saw through the smokescreen because of independent media. Yeah. Incredible. And, it's a sad state where people have to go to folks like myself to hear the truth and not be able to turn on their television inside of their homes and hear the truth. That's sad. I mean, and that helps me, right? I get more eyeballs, I get more subscribers, but it's just sad when we're at a place where you can't even turn on your television and hear the truth from what was supposed to be the news. But once again, if the media actually told the truth, people would have known. She had no shot.
Everyone's been talking all night long about the headwinds. There'll be a lot of questions asked about this after the fact. This is not a good environment for any incumbent. Kamala Harris is the incumbent vice president. What this shows you is not votes. This shows you the darker the county, the more that county has been hit by inflation. Meaning, the darker the county, the more cost of living, energy prices, gas prices, housing prices in a lot of places have outpaced wage increases. Right? Try to find me. See the green?
Yeah, what does that mean? That's
the county where your wages have outpaced inflations. You can use a hand. You will fill one hand. In the more than 4,000 counties and townships in the United States, you use one hand to fill out the counties where wages have outpaced inflation.
So can I make two observations?
So I just want to come back into your Commonwealth.
Oh my goodness!
I want to come back into your Commonwealth. The darker the county, the more punishing, the more inflation has outpaced your wages, your cost of living. And just look. I mean, the fact that she's doing as well in the suburbs is a testament to the Democratic strength there. But you see in these other places, it's just that was the headwind, and that came up. I can tell you, I was on the road for 15 months, and that everyone's.
Did you hear what he said? He said, and that came up. I tell you, I was on the road for 15 months. Why weren't you talking about that leading up to the election? Why weren't you honest about that leading up? Because people would have known and realized, oh yeah, she doesn't have a shot. She doesn't stand a chance. But no, they kept telling us, oh no, the economy's great. The economy's actually good. You guys remember Don Lemon did that street interview and the guy was like, no, well, when I had Trump in office, the economy was better. And Don Lemon was like, no, well, actually, the economy is better now. Like, what? What? In what world? Maybe for the rich people, the economy is okay, but not for the regular citizen. Goodness gracious. Let's get into these liberal tears. Let's take a sip and enjoy.
Is anyone else having a meltdown? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to wait. I'm so stressed. How you can't look out into the world, into the people of this country and see what's happening. And how hard we're all fighting for rights not to be taken away from people. I go from hysterically crying 1 minute over the pain of this situation and then hysterically crying the next minute, watching so many people come together and women from around the world supporting us and cheering us on. I am 48 years old and I have never experienced anything like this and never thought I would.
Oh man, people have been so brainwashed. So brainwashed. To think that Trump is going to take a bunch of rights. First off, getting an abortion isn't a right. That's nowhere in the Constitution. Sorry, just not. Okay. Second thing is, Trump said he's not going to sign a national abortion ban. It's up to your state. It's up to your local government. The way it was supposed to be. Not big brother government that umbrellas over everything. No, small government. Your local state. Okay? Your local government. All right? Meanwhile, Kamala was out here talking about taking away freedom of speech. Taking away your guns. Speaking of that, man, I might hit the gun store today, you know? But anyway, bro, is anybody else just like walking with a new swagger today? I just woke up with a different glow today. You know, it's just different.
We may not have rights tomorrow.
Yo, I'm scared to go to sleep. I might wake up a motherfucking slave.
You see what I'm saying? Bro, this man was president once before, and you talking about I might wake up a slave. What are you talking about? But you know, that's what the media, mainstream media, has done to people. They have convinced people that a guy that was already president once before is just magically gonna become a dictator all of a sudden his second time around. If he was gonna become a dictator the second time, why didn't he become a dictator the first time? Why did he leave office when it came time to leave? You know, because last time I checked, dictators don't leave office. Ask Putin. Putin won an election and decided, you know what? No, I'm staying. Do something. Do something. Dictators don't leave office. At the end of the day, people can say whatever they want to. Oh, Trump fought this, Trump fought that. The bottom line is, when it came time to leave, he walked out. He walked out. Like, people can talk about everything else. The bottom line is he left. He didn't have to. He could have tried to pull a Putin. I'm not saying it would have worked the same way that Putin's, you know, takeover has worked, but he could have pulled a Putin and could have just said, you know what? Nope, I'm staying. You're going to have to drag me out of here, a cold, dead body. And I'm commanding the military to stand guard. He could have done that. He didn't. Second thing, he was president. Were any of us black folks slaves? I wasn't a slave. Last time I checked, I mean, money was flowing. I was no slave. I was as free as can be. Free as can be. But let's carry on.
For the astrology girlies, I just want to know, I have been studying Kamala's charts, and it looks like she is not only going to win, but she is going to be winning a second term. The next 8 years in her chart look really, really strong.
So Trump has officially won Pennsylvania. And I think it's over for us, you guys. I'm fucking terrified. Okay, so I was wrong. A lot of astrologers were wrong. A lot of us were wrong. But if you think that right now is the time to tell me that you don't believe in astrology, who gives a fuck about astrology right now, dude?
For the astrology girlies, I just want to know, I have been studying Kamala's charts.
Sorry, I was taking a drink. Oh, man. And for those of you that are telling me you don't believe in astrology, who gives a... That's all fake. It's all fake. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, baby.
It's not over. 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 Let's get my breath. I have to catch my breath. I have to catch my breath. I have to catch my breath. Oh, I have to catch my breath because I'm shaking right now. Because I'm panicking right now. I'm shaking right now, guys. I'm panicking right now. I'm shaking and panicking. Okay, chill out. I'm shaking and panicking right now. I'm shaking and panicking right now, guys. It's my mental health. I have to put my mental health on. Like, I have to. You guys are just breaking it down. You guys don't know how mentally strong you have to be.
Okay, that's enough. You see what I'm saying, bro? Mainstream media, in a way, has, like, broken people's brains. Like, people don't have the ability to, like, some folks, people on the left, don't have the ability to think anymore. Like, they think that abortion is just, like, taking away all rights. Even though Trump said, I won't sign a national abortion ban, it's up to your local government. They're like hyper focused on, oh yeah, they're going to take away all my rights. What right has Trump said he's going to take away? Not a one. Kamala said she wants to get rid of freedom of speech. She said that. Kamala said she wants to take your guns away. She literally said that. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's ridiculous. But anyway, let's carry on. Drink these liberal tears.
Knowing that I went to bed, that man was ahead a little bit, but waking up to this man, literally, you're 4 points away, not only shows me how racist, which, hello, wake up, you black, you're aware of that. It not only shows me how racist this country is, misogynistic, y'all. We're at the point where I'm convinced y'all do not want to get ahead. Y'all had y'all glory days in the back. Y'all hate to see a black, a Latino, anybody that's in LGBTQ plus, a woman being happy doing shit on her own. Because to wake up and seeing it being that close, and I'm seeing comments where people are like, I'm in another country, I don't know how this is happening. Wake up! This is fucking America, and this is sad. And everybody, any person that I still follow that has voted for him, I'm not even going to say what my thoughts is, but trust I will be acting on my thoughts.
Oh, man. My goodness, bro. My goodness. You know? Oh, jeez Louise. These people, they've gone off the deep end. They have seriously gone off the deep end. And listen, I have no problem with anybody of color being president. Obama was president twice. Yeah. I think people on the left like forget that. They just didn't want to see a person of color in office. What? What happened to Obama? Obama wasn't just president once. He was president twice. Like he turned out. Like they might have a slight point if like nobody black ever was president. But not only was a black man president before, but he was president twice. The American public, this racist country, voted a black man for president twice. But we live in like just super racist country because we didn't want a bumbling buffoon named Kamala as president. What? I showed y'all the clip. Like, she literally faked talking on the phone with a voter and then turned the blank phone to the camera that clearly showed she was just talking into a camera app. And you want that as your president? Is Donald Trump perfect? No, of course not. No man on earth is. But he knows how to run this country. He did it before. We didn't have the same issues that we have now. Gas wasn't this expensive. Groceries weren't this expensive. We weren't on the brink of World War III. There wasn't a nuclear sub off the coast of Florida when Trump was president. All those things are happening now. Like, but people only voted for Trump because we're all just racist or something. Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to keep on sipping these tears, baby, because I'm thirsty today.
The crazy thing to me is that if this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone else, everyone who feels threatened by him is scared. Like, we're scared for our lives. We're scared for our friends. Like, you have pro-life women dying because their doctors are scared to treat them because of the repercussions of his last presidency. How did we get here? How did we get here? To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country, it's so terrifying. It's so terrifying. How could you do this? How can you claim to be a Christian or anyone of moral values and support someone when every word out of his mouth is hate, when he wants to pardon people who took over the Capitol? You do not do this to people that you love and care about. If you have a woman in your life, if you have an LGBTQ person in your life, if you have anyone in your life who's not white, how did we get here? Someone tell me, please. Someone really tell me, please. Because the only way I see it is that, like, either he cheated and that was his secret, or this country is built on so much hate and we might never get out of this. If you voted for him, you are dead to me. Go ahead and block me. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I really don't.
I'm sorry. This is just funny. This is just absolutely hilarious, okay? This is some of the funniest stuff that I have seen thus far. She tried to call out Christians. So as a Christian, I'm supposed to vote for a woman who literally said to a guy that said Jesus is Lord. She said to him, "You are at the wrong rally." As a Christian, I'm supposed to vote for that? Right. As a Christian, I'm supposed to vote for a woman who immediately after saying that runs to the black church and talks about politics in the house of the Lord instead of praising the Lord, prioritizes herself in the house of God and not God himself. I'm supposed to vote for that as a Christian? That is hilarious. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. You ain't fooling me, and you didn't fool most of America. Okay? All right. Anyway, let's carry on because I just had to address that. You know, I just couldn't let that comment slide. I'm sorry. I couldn't. Oh man, this is hilarious. I'll play one more. We'll end it after this. All right, check it out.
Do you think you should take the signs down? If you feel like you need to go take them down, I'll go out there and help you.
I'm strongly thinking about it.
Okay, well, we can take the signs down. I don't know. I'm just not having a really good feeling about this, you guys. And I just want to know what the backup plan is, because surely Joe Biden, somebody surely thought they should come up with some sort of plan if he did win. So I just want to know what the backup plan is, because you just went a whole year scaring the hell out of me about Project 2025. And now it's about to happen? And you just think we're all just supposed to go to work now? What's the fucking plan?
I mean, on one hand, she was correct. They spent an entire year fear-mongering people about something that wasn't even part of Trump's plan. They even went as far as firing the guy who was the head, one of the architects of Project 2025, when it had nothing to do with Trump. And the guy came out and said that, like, Trump had nothing to do with this. Yeah, some of the people that worked on Project 2025 Project 2025 were former members of his previous cabinet, but Trump literally has nothing to do with this. This is a totally separate thing. Trump even said it. I have Agenda 47. It's been on his website since day one. It's been on there. While Kamala had absolutely nothing except for donation links on her website. But Project 2025 is Trump's, which I'm happy that most people in America didn't buy that, because hopefully mainstream media realizes that you can't lie to us anymore. You can't continue to push this BS propaganda anymore. We aren't buying it. And that's why I was hoping that we won in a landslide. And it's looking like we're going to get pretty darn close to that landslide. Let's see. The decision desk is looking like, yeah, it's still looking strong. Trump is still leading in Michigan, still leading in Arizona. Nevada's already been called. Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, obviously. I'm a little annoyed that we lost New Hampshire and Virginia. I was seeing some numbers out of New Jersey. Actually, I'll just put this on the screen so y'all can see what I'm looking at. I was seeing some of these numbers out of New Jersey. Right here. There we go. That look pretty darn close. I mean, that's not bad. That's pretty darn good. Okay. I was hopeful that Trump could pull this one off. Election night, obviously he didn't, but he came pretty darn close. And then in Cali, I mean, 17 points. That's crazy. That's crazy for California. Even New York, it was 11. So, yeah, this is a blowout. That's pretty close to a blowout. I mean, this is the map. This is the projected total, 312 to 226, and Trump wins the popular vote. So, yeah, I'm happy that it happened that way, that it went down that way, because it sends a clear message to not only the establishment but also mainstream media that we aren't buying your propaganda anymore. You've been you've been caught, right? You either buy a toilet and a ruler and get your poop straight, you know what I'm saying? Get your shit straight, or you will no longer be mainstream media anymore. Independent media will be the new, mainstream media. So yeah, I mean, the only way it could have gone better is like we pulled off a surprise state like New Jersey or Virginia or New Hampshire, something like that. Maybe even a Minnesota. How close did he come in Minnesota? I was fairly close as well. 5 points, four and some change. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the only way it could have gone any better. We got one of Minnesota, Virginia, New Jersey, or New Hampshire added to the list. I mean, 312 is that's a pretty big, that's a blowout basically. And he won the popular vote. Clear message. So I'm happy with it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section below. Peace and love. I'm out.